The siren went here one day and I knew the guys were struggling, so I went down. One of the guys says, have you got an HT licence? I said, yeah. He said, well, drive that truck. And that was it. And it was 20 odd years ago. I look at it this way, it's my contribution to the community, really. You know, you could have a child stuck in a playground somewhere at home, or it could be anything at all, and you really get a lot of satisfaction out of doing what you do. I had one up here just 2 doors away, and I know the people very well, and it was quite satisfying to deal with that.
It's a fire call, nobody's there, house burning down.
The first call I got was during the day. I was at home sleeping off a night shift and the siren went up. On the way there I was kind of thinking, oh golly, first fire call, you know, what am I going to do? What is this? And it was a landslide. You know, I got the dirty work, digging away all the mud out of a kitchen and boarding up a window. Yeah, so it wasn't the big fire or anything like that, but and yet it was, you know, we were really there to actually made a difference.
There was a beach fire, I just heard the siren run down, sit in the truck, and for me it was like, the heart was just running, and I nearly cried because everything was so exciting. I'm from Switzerland and I came to New Zealand to fix my English better. There's some jokes, for example, what I didn't understand, but it's better you don't understand everything. I'm a qualified pastry chef, and in the afternoon I came home from the bakery and saw this scrap fire. I just watched, I couldn't help, and I was thinking, bugger, I couldn't help. Then I found this paper in my letterbox and it was, I need you, come and help us. And then I go down and had a chat with them and was welcome.
I was born in Auckland, lived most of my life there, went to school there. Started working for Transrail while I was studying engineering. In about 1997, I moved into Parramatta in Wellington and didn't know many people. I was riding my bike down past the station in Plimmerton, saw a big sign in the window saying volunteers wanted, and of course being from Auckland originally I didn't know there was such a thing as a volunteer fireman. I turned up on the first Wednesday night training and I kind of never looked back. And what they do is they put you on a 3-month probationary period to make sure that A, you know what you're getting into, that you enjoy it, and then also that your skills are going to fit into what they need. If you were to join a sporting team and train weeknights and then play on Sundays, you know, we probably put in slightly less effort than that. We just train one night a week for 2 hours. Plus obviously fire calls and social activities on top of that. The social side of it, there's a lot of emphasis that goes into it. You know, we arrange a lot of functions, dinners, barbecues, the whole lot, you know, and sometimes just for the brigade, sometimes for families as well. Things like school fetes and stuff like that, and having a barbecue afterwards or a beer afterwards. It's just a good environment, a good way to get to know a lot of people. You know, there's a whole range of people that actually become volunteer firefighters. You go from the people that have been there for 25, 30 years, lived in the area forever, to people like me that kind of hop up and down the country. Everybody has different skills, and it's amazing what different people can do better than others, and it's a whole variety. So out of that you get a strong team.
You want to be a fireman? So yes.
Okay. Right, Doris, go on, let's do it. Yeah. One delivery.
The first time I was thinking, oh my God, I never learned this, especially the names and the drills. But you're going used to it, and it's going better all the time. You know, you have a mate or friend behind you. It makes you more safe, makes you keep going. You stay there, you nearly collapse, but nah, we can do it, you know. And then we can swap. I need a break. I think every woman can do it.
When you're at a drill, you actually know that you've got time to think about what you're going to do. You actually know it's safe because they're set up to be safe. And you pre-know who your team is and you've already got the scenario run out. When you go into a job, you actually don't know what you're walking into. You know, all you've got is very brief information. So all the time on the way there, you're actually thinking, well, what do I need to do? What do I need to prepare for? What's my role going to be? So you're looking around, well, who's with me? Who have we got on our team?
I'm working locally and I've just come home for lunch, had a bite to eat. One of the neighbours who lives up on the hill, she called out and she says, Dave, she says, I think there's a house on fire just around the corner here. So I went down to the fire station. We often struggle for daytime numbers. In fact, on this day we had. I actually drove the truck up here. On top of the house on the roof, that dome had actually melted completely and the smoke was just pummeling out of the ceiling like a steam train. It was unreal.
I was rung at golf to say that there was a fire. I rushed home, passed 2 fire engines on my way and decided the fire was out. But when I got home there was a 3rd fire engine and the Plimmerton Fire Brigade on standby. Well, Dave greeted me when I got out of the car and he said, remember, whatever you see in there, it could have been worse. When I walked in the door, I just could not believe the devastation. It was just a black hole. It was good to know that there was somebody there that was going to help because I really didn't know where to start.
2 weeks ago I had a call from a car accident and you feel that the mates, your friends, they're more in pressure, more there's something really serious. Somebody was in the car. For them was like, help is coming. They really was lucky we came. And you feel this when you come in the place. We had 1.5 hours to take him out. The helicopter came and put him in the hospital.
After my first motor vehicle accident, everybody knew it was my first one, you know, so we sat down at the end of it and they said, well, you know, you're right, what did you think of that? Being able to say that even if something bad happened, just being there was a help. You know, that's my coping mechanism. Other people probably rely on talking about it.
I really had carried this situation, the car accident, a couple of days around and had chat with my friends. It was really good experience for myself to look, why we're here, why we're doing this, why we're running and training to save lives.
Fortunately, it was personal damage, but no, nothing life-threatening. The only thing of any real loss was a photograph, a family photograph, but we still have that family. Well, I'd just like to say thank you to our local volunteer fire brigade because we are in their debt and we owe them a lot, not just for putting up our fire, but for all the other things they do in the area and for being our friends.
Right number. 1, 2, 3. We'll go back to the fire station, eh? Very good.
Oh no.
Has anybody not seen this? 2 years ago, Ian and Scott changed gears on the appliance. And it was a fatal. It cost almost 30 grand to replace the engine. And this is part, was this part of it?
Yes.
This year I'd like to present it to Carl. Not for something he did.
Right.
That was Carl Mills, aka Cold.
I'd just like to say that my 3.5 years that I've been in this brigade have just been absolutely excellent. I came in on the first day not knowing what to expect and not knowing if I wanted to do this, and it's
still doesn't know.
Yeah, still doesn't know.
The company's moved its head office back to Auckland again, so I've just recently moved back to the big city. I've joined another fire brigade up there at Birkenhead, and they're a really good bunch as well. I still keep in touch with quite a few of the guys. Every time I'm down, I try to get to a training night and say hello and things like that. So you know, they're almost, you know, friends for life.
My life changed when I joined the fire brigade a little bit. I feel like I'm more home in Plimmerton. I didn't feel so lost anymore because it's like a big family. I'm the same Doris like before, but I can say, yes, I'm also a volunteer firefighter. Makes me proud. Have a try. When you never try, you never know.
It comes down to things like someone moves house, well, you know, the whole brigade goes there and helps them. You know, or your TV aerial breaks, well, I know someone who's got a ladder. If people think it's a sacrifice, it's not, because you get something back. It gives you satisfaction to help people. You know, to walk down the road or have people send you thank you cards. I mean, you know, where else do you get that? You don't really.